Hurricane Helene left its mark on the tri-state, and while it stood in the way on Friday night lights, the weekend stage was just as bright and just as exciting. Welcome to the Tri-State's original 30-minute high school football show, Home Team Friday, the Saturday edition. Thank you for taking time out of your weekend, and more importantly, your holy college football Saturdays. How about IU, Notre Dame, and Kentucky all coming out with big wins today, and maybe some even bigger wins for some Tri-State high school football teams. Castle and Wrights clashed at the Bowl this afternoon. A 23-game regular season win streak was on the line for the Panthers, but the Knights held their swords high and made a statement. Union County at McLean County showcases two insanely talented running backs. The Cougars, Aiden Rice has almost 800 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground, while Union County's Jaron Johnson is up over 700 yards and 13 punch-ins. And with the wet conditions, both Home Team Friday MVPs from this year stood tall in the spotlight. And we'll go off the gridiron here, where we spent time with the ergonomically sound Southridge Raiders, the engineers of the future, up in Huntingburg. All right, it's time for the #1 football show in the Tri-State on a Saturday. It's Home Team Friday, and it starts right now.
It's time for Home Team Friday, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Castle and Wrights. Wrights has not lost a regular season game since October of 2021. Yeah, that's 23 straight wins outside of the postseason. Could they keep the streak alive against Castle? Final second of the first half, and Max McCool bumps it up to 21-0 Knights. Castle ball to start the second. McCool again breaking tackles, punching it up through the middle. That's a catch, and then, yeah, here he goes into the end zone. You betcha, a touchdown, 28-0. Castle, next Wrights possession, great field position. After a big kickoff return, Landon McClarney fumbles at the 1, and Azari Jackson falls on it in the end zone. Panthers on the board, 28-7. Corey Brunson's crew needs a stop, but Austin Pritchard puts this one on ice. 12 yards to the house. Castle breaks the Panthers' 23-game regular season win streak. Here's head coach Doug Hurt after the statement win.
A month ago, we were hurting pretty bad leaving this field, and I think our guys have bought in about getting better and continuing to improve and embrace the process, and I think that's made a big difference. And so this is a tough place to win, and to come in here and get a win, we feel good, but never too good, because you look at the SIC schedule, and our last 3 games going out are going to be no cakewalk.
Yeah, no cakewalk, but hey, today looked like a lot of fun for Castle. That's Colin Davies, the guru. I'm Michael Gross. Colin, what a day it was for Castle against Wrights.
And what a day. We decided to do Home Team Friday on a Saturday. So you check out my digital, my graphic design skills here. I really created a new logo. My brother was a graphic design major. I initially wanted to go down that route. You can see it's beautiful. I think I have a future in this, right?
Listen, you're no one-trick pony.
Yeah,
we know this.
I can do it all. I can do it all.
We know this.
I'm doing it on a Saturday.
We've got it. You know who else has it? A bunch of teams in the Tri-State. Let's look at our Power 10 from this week. Colin, a bunch of standout names. Some of them got wins this week. Some of them got losses.
Yeah, of course, we see Castle right there, and Mater Dei and North Posey are 2 teams that have also really shown potential, but we'll see if Castle, they're going to jump up in that ranking.
Yeah, they're definitely going to jump up in the ranking. Let's head to the top 5. There's a team that's definitely going to go down, maybe even 2 teams after this week. Wrights with that loss, an undefeated 23-game regular season run. It comes to an end, but still plenty of season left to go. They're in 4A, so they've got a chance to get back to a state championship game for the first time in a while. Owensboro Catholic and Memorial right up front there. So, Colin, without further ado, let's get to the highlights.
Absolutely. Let's go to Mount Vernon and Boonville early first. Peyton Holly is going to drop back, or we've got Memorial here. Actually, apologies on that. Ball State Memorial. And they get things going with Matthew Fisher, the Luke Dockery, who gets this one up and goes for it. Then Fisher to Dockery for 6. So next Ball State drive, it's going to be Tavion Boyd's pass is dropped, but it's ruled a backwards fumble. Memorial scoops it up and scores 14-0 Tigers. Very next drive for Memorial. Fisher again, this time on the play action, looking to Luke Elsperman, who wins the 50-50 ball and walks into the end zone. Memorial runs away with this one, 42-22.
All right, Mount Vernon and Boonville. Now we've got the highlight for you. Early first, Boonville's Peyton Holly dropping back, and, well, there he goes, right up through the middle there, taking advantage. Here's another handoff. This time, Grant Lippy barreling into the end zone. 10 yards out for the game's first score. We know the rain can make the ball less secure. Easton Hall knows that. Punches it out. Logan Clowers recovers for Mount Vernon. And how about this play? Ryder Snodgrass trusted the guy like Matthew Stafford. Colin trusted Calvin Johnson. Nash Hostetter, like Megatron at double coverage, down to 1. And from there, it's Lippy again for the touchdown. Makes it 13-0. Mount Vernon grabs the 21-14 victory. All right, it's showdown time. Colin, we've got two teams, Heritage Hills and Gibson Southern, that have played in some great games over the past couple of years. They're now in the same section, let alone the same class. Only one of them is going to have a shot at a state title this year.
And coming in for this regular season game, Gibson Southern's got that bad taste in their mouth from, of course, that semi-state game, which Heritage Hills punched their ticket to state last year. This is becoming a rivalry, and it'll continue to escalate here. So let's head to the jungle. First possession for the Patriots here, or excuse me.
Well, this is Memorial. We'll try and get the right one up here. Forest Park and South Spencer. You know what? Let's go to that one first. We'll get it for you. Don't you worry. Second quarter. Quarterback Aaron Treader hands off to Jackson Lukin. Let's go the entire field, entire length of the field, shall we, for a touchdown. I mean, untouched. Like, this is reminiscent of Jet Goldsberry from Heritage Hills. Again, we'll get that highlight in just a moment. He goes into the end zone and scores a touchdown. South Spencer, Ty Brown, in at quarterback. Yeah, right over the top, over the outstretched arms of Ranger defenders. Denver Epperson with a tutty. South Spencer wins a low-scoring game, though, 14-6.
Already, now we've got Gibson Southern Heritage Hills. Apologies for the technical difficulties here. First possession for the Patriots. The snap is low, and Jet Goldsberry picks it up and takes it himself across the goal line for the touchdown. The Titans start off shaky. The ball is loose, and Hayden Coop recovers for Heritage Hills. Now Hunter Meredith looking for the end zone, and Gunnar Alexander punches it free at the 2, and it's recovered by Connor Wiry. But the Patriots get the ball back, and Goldsberry looks deep and heaves 40 yards downfield. Tyler Ruxer hauls it in inside the 10, and from there it's Goldsberry jets up the middle, makes it 13-0, and the Patriots defense was swarming in this one. Anderson Smith with the interception. Heritage Hills thumps Gibson Southern 28-0.
All right. Tecumseh and North Posey, two teams that are really good, quite honestly. Let's get to this highlight here. North Posey coming off of a loss from last week against Heritage Hills. They're looking to give it right back to Tecumseh, and that goes right up the middle for a touchdown. Cade Mock. And then someone let Peter Schrager know about Jed Galvin, because every touch of the football for him, an angry run, weaving his way while shaking off multiple tackles. On his way down inside the 5, whack down there. Might have been a horse collar or a face mask. Still picks up 30. A little tired after that, so Ty Mock would get it into the end zone. Then a Braves fumble. Vikings have the ball again, and Galvin well rested here, and it shows. 20 yards to the end zone. North Posey cruises by Tecumseh. In the 3A sectional, and as we go to break, we take a look at some scores from around the Tri-State.